The biodiversity and the species assemblage within the Amazon River is second to none found anywhere else on the world, from big giant monsters to diminutive little aquarium fish. But few fish carry the myth or the mystique, as do my little toothy friend here. Today, we're going to talk about the piranha. Other than the great white shark, no other species of fish has ever been vilified to the extent of that of the piranha. For the modern world, this myth is believed to have started with the former U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt's 1913 trek into uncharted regions of the Amazon rainforest. During this expedition, a part of his guided tour, the Brazilians had arranged to stop at a small tributary of the Rio Arapuana. Here the natives had prepared, unbeknownst to the former president, a completely staged scene. Prior to his visit, they had sectioned off a small and isolated section of the small river and had been secretly stocking it extensively with piranha. As a part of the show, they marched a sick, dying cow into the water, where it quickly met its fate to the massive shoal of starved, or as portrayed, bloodthirsty piranhas. A rather intense sight to see, I'm sure. This scene left such an impression on the former president that he later wrote about piranha in his book, Through the Brazilian Wilderness. He described them as the most ferocious fish in the world. And truth be told, this couldn't be further from the truth. They are generally, most species of piranhas, generally timid scavengers who eat a wide variety of foods, and not the bloodthirsty monsters as portrayed in many of the Hollywood films.
All right, let's see those pearly whites.
I'm a piranha. They're in the Amazon.
And yes, it's true. Piranhas do have almost Amazon-wide distribution. There's many species. However, when I set up this aquarium, the Amazon Aquarium, I set it up with one particular species in mind, Tychocentris nateri, the beautiful red-bellied piranha. We set up this thing. This is a species that's rather reclusive, preferring the tangles of wood, leaf litter, generally where it's going to find the most of its food. The darker waters of the black water, as well as the white waters, are where most piranha species call home. My group of red bellies I acquired through my local wholesaler as an import directly from the wild of the Peruvian Amazon. When I got them, they were only about 1.5 inches in size, and now they're all about 4.5 inches plus, and I have a school of about 15 of them. Tychocentris nateri, the red-bellied piranha, is without question the most widely dispersed species of piranha and can be found almost throughout all of South America. They're extremely adaptable. As mentioned, they can live in black water, white water, clear water. They can adapt to waters of temperatures ranging between 15 and 35 degrees Celsius or 59 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Red-bellied piranhas are pack hunters, and massive schools of hundreds of individuals cluster together. It might be considered that this behavior enables them to take down far larger prey, but that's really not the case. They truly are not the marauders they've been portrayed as in film. And piranhas are truly not apex predators. Their congregating into large schools provides a level of protection to the group from the real predators. The caimans, river otters, dolphins, a plethora of birds, as well as numerous other piscivore species that will readily consume a piranha given the chance. Retreating to the safety of the dark shadows within the tangle of branches that the riverbanks provide is where they will generally be found. Opportunistic scavengers and omnivores, their diet is mostly comprised of insect larvae, crustacean, worms, and occasional carrion. In the aquarium, they are easily fed on far superior diet than, say, feeder goldfish by feeding them frozen meaty foods such as bloodworms, krill, mysis, market shrimp. There's absolutely never a need to feed them live. As well as feeding them live, besides being cruel, it is also putting them at a very great risk for a parasitic infection. Now, there are over 20 species of true piranha, but there are many fish that mimic piranhas. Piranhas are a charasin, so they are closely related to all your common tetras that you often find in the aquarium trade, such as the cardinal, or neon, or serpe tetra. But some of the more common fish that come up that people often think are piranhas would be your silver dollars, or maybe even a pacu. A pacu would pretty much be a vegetarian piranha, and its diet would be comprised primarily of nuts, fruit, and vegetation. So they truly are piranhas that fit the entire gambit. There's even one species known as the wimple piranha, and its diet is comprised almost entirely of the scales of other fish. Red belly piranhas generally take about 1 year to become sexually mature. Now, I myself have been fortunate to breed 2 species of piranha, this one being one of them. And unlike most other characins that generally egg scatter, piranhas form a strong pair bond. And they breed seasonally during the rainy season, which is generally between April and May within the Amazon region. During mating, a pair of piranha prepare a nest in the mud where the female can lay her eggs, which the male then later fertilizes. A mature female can lay almost as many as 5,000 eggs. The pair will very aggressively defend their nest, and this is often the time when bites can occur. The survival rate for the young is actually very, very small, and the reason being, even in captivity, is that they're incredibly gregarious and predatory towards their own kind. They can be bred, however, in large numbers, as long as you maintain water quality, because meaty fish produce a lot of waste products, so you're going to need very efficient filtering systems. I'm using a large wet-dry trickle filter system and large-scale water changes for my needs. And they're also going to need copious amounts of food. Making sure that food is always readily available is going to be key to success in keeping piranhas long-term. Few people the world over wouldn't recognize that toothy grin. And the word piranha literally translates to toothfish. In the local Brazilian language, tupi. And the adult fish are known to have interlocking teeth that line the jaws. So when they do bite their prey, they take out literally a circle of flesh. Regardless, all the piranha species have always fascinated me. And I think if you can set up a proper aquarium, I think you will find the same level of fascination as I do. As always, my friends, thank you kindly for watching. Until next time, take care.